Welcome back to the Navy Sports Magazine. We're presented by the Navy Federal Credit Union. If you liked that Ben Irwin interview, lucky day. You won't believe who's here. It's big sister Caroline in advance of the Army-Navy meet up at West Point. Caroline, first thing, what do you cherish the most about sharing these wins with your little bro?
Oh yeah, it is super special. Obviously, you know, being here and being part of a sisterhood as part of the Navy women's swim and dive team is amazing, but you know, having that special bond with a brother also, and you know, being connected to the brotherhood of Navy men swimming and diving that makes it even more special. It's incredible. I never would have pictured us swimming in college together growing up. I never really imagined that, but now that it's here and you know, it's happening. It's so awesome, and I can't really imagine swimming apart. It's awesome. So.
How do you tease him?
Oh, there's too many ways. There's too many ways. You have to, as an older sibling, you know, you're responsible for like making sure you're like keeping them in line. You know, never letting the ego get too big. You got to go and humble them a little bit. But no, Ben's awesome, and he has a lot to be proud of. So I have to, you know, just chirp him all the time, just go and like keep him in check. He's actually dating a member of my swim team, so
he told me.
Yes. So
you have to keep him in line.
Oh yeah, I have to keep him and her. I'm like, Sam, like better watch out. I love to, you know, just chirp him and just, you know, keep things light and just be like, Ben, you better, you know, treat my teammate right. You know, Sam, like. It's so much fun.
And so now you act as a big sister, not just to your little brother, but to a whole sisterhood, as you mentioned, of the Navy women's swim team that has had great success in this meet in particular. What sets the Army-Navy meet apart from all the rest?
Yeah, I was trying to think about this earlier, and I think truly at the Academy, there is no preparation for combat, you know, which is sort of the whole purpose of here is, you know, preparing these future officers to lead in combat. I don't think there's any other training here that does that better than an Army-Navy competition. You know, when you are truly putting it all out there for the people around you and trying to destroy the enemy. You know, in this case, our faux enemy is Army, but you know, you can replace that with whoever. And I think that is so special, and I think that's why we can value athletes here so much, is because that training directly correlates to what we are going to be doing afterwards. So.
You won both butterfly events last year here in Annapolis. What is the key to success when you prepare during this race week?
Oh gosh, making sure, you know, eating enough, making sure I'm sleeping enough, and then just trying to relax the mind as much as possible, you know, keeping it light with teammates, and just trying to focus on the event without being consumed by it, I think is really important. You know, having the zoomed in lens of focusing on those details in practice, and then taking a zoomed out lens and being appreciative for the moment, and not getting too caught up in the little things. So.
How did those mental skills evolve for you over the course of these 4 years at the Academy?
I've definitely grown a lot. You know, even just going into plebe summer, and I was basically crying every single day. You can ask my roommate, Mallory. I was a wreck. And I've grown, you know, not just as a swimmer, but as a whole person. And this place pushes you, and I think you can take that into any aspect, whether it's sports, whether it's academics. I think it's huge, and you know, going through those hardships so that when truly hard times or like stressful times like Army-Navy do happen, you're ready and prepared to face it. So.
What's in the diet for a Division I swimmer leading up to this event?
Well, last night I ordered some pad thai from Nano's. It's fantastic. You got some protein, you got some carbohydrates, and yeah, other than that, some King Hall delicacies is just going all in. But it's mainly just making sure I'm eating enough during this time, because it can get busy, and making sure that I'm taking time to eat the snacks that I need to, eat the meals that I need to. It's definitely the most important part for swimmers, because you're burning a lot of calories, so it's good.
After graduation, you'll join the U.S. submarine force. Ben was telling me that you found out while you were competing in West Virginia.
Yes.
How did you and the family celebrate that special moment?
Oh gosh, it was really fun. We had a few changes on the day of like how we were going to find out. Usually we find out, after the morning session just with the swim team, but we had some conflicts come up where we were going to be finding out later than we anticipated. And so we talked to the men's team, and we were like, well, do y'all mind if we join you at 6 p.m. tonight and find out on the bulkhead, which would be 6 hours later than the rest of our classmates were finding out here. So everyone shut off their phones, completely disconnected from the universe, made sure, not getting any phone calls or texts or emails, because everybody back home is, oh my gosh, congratulations, or whatever. And so we just anxiously waited and got out on the pool deck, and, hearing that I got my top choice and was going to get to join, this amazing community, and then being able to look up at my parents in the stands is super unique, and just such a special moment. And, it's hard not being with your company mates. That's a huge deal here, and, a huge celebration, but being able to have my family and just my Navy Women's Swim and Dive family there that makes it, in my opinion, even more special. So it's awesome.
Why submarines?
Oh gosh, submarines are amazing. I'm biased, clearly, but they just provide such a critical mission to the Department of Defense. The people who work on submarines are amazing. They're hardworking and incredibly talented individuals. Life is hard. You were working very long days. I've had the opportunity to go on submarine cruises and, get to ride a submarine, go underway on a submarine, and it's tough. These junior officers and these enlisted they're grinding. They are putting in a lot of work, but I didn't join the Navy to do something easy, and I loved their work ethic, and I wanted to be a part of something that great, so it's awesome.
That's incredible. With this meet coming up and then Patriot League's around the corner, what legacy do you hope to have left by the time you graduate in May 2025?
Oh gosh. I think as a first E class this year, we have talked a lot about just the legacy of love that we want to leave for this team. Obviously, like, being part of, such an amazing history of women is such an honor in itself, and just, not being scared or intimidated by 35 years of, excellence and beating Army before you, but using that as motivation to, continue and do what we love, because we know we have all of those women behind us supporting us. I think it's really cool, and it's so awesome, and just not like letting that hold us back, which I think can be easy to do, but instead letting it push us forward to continue to do what we love. So it's awesome.
You crushed it, Caroline. Thank you so much for your time. Best of luck as you take on the Black Knights up at West Point.
Right? Awesome. Thank you so much.